Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I have a bunch of very, very disturbing videos to share with you today, some far more disturbing than others. I'm just going to warn you up front, at least one of them that I can recall is bloody. Um, this is just, this is at a point where I'm wondering why other countries aren't coming in and doing a regime change here. I'm wondering why other democratic countries are not looking at what's going on in our country and saying, we've got to step in and stop this. Because Donald Trump's Gestapo agents are out of control. No ifs, ands, or buts about it at this point. They are terrorizing and beating up, brutalizing people throughout the country, most of whom are US citizens, by the way. So in one video, you're going to see an ICE agent intentionally hitting someone with his SUV, intentionally. In another one, which actually I think that's where I'm going to start today. I was going to start with another one, but this is breaking news. This is a brand new story that just came out with a young man who is now permanently blind in one eye because of what these Gestapo out of control sociopathic fucking freaks did to him. And you're going to see him dragged by his hoodie, choked and dragged by his hoodie. So, like I said, I'm going to start here because I think this is the most egregious one. Now, let me set this up for you. Apparently, this took place during the ICE anti-ICE protest that took place last weekend after Renee Good was executed by Officer Jonathan Ross last week. So these were all over the country. This one that you're going to see in particular was in Santa Ana, California. That is in Orange County, California, where I grew up. And this is just beyond disturbing. So apparently some of the anti-ICE protesters were throwing orange traffic cones at these officers. This young man, though, did not do that. He appears to be just going after someone he was maybe there with or another protester. I don't know if they knew each other, but it looked like he was, and this is a transgender boy, young man, just brutalized. So take a look. I'm telling you, if I could bottle the rage that I feel watching that, we wouldn't need nuclear bombs. I am so fucking pissed off right now. So let me explain what happened there. The first young man that you saw that they grabbed, he is obviously not the one who was blinded. The one who went after him tried to stop them from taking him. They shot him in the face at point blank range with a non-lethal weapon, with a rubber bullet. Okay, I think it was a rubber bullet. Here's what the New York Times reported. They said, quote, a young protester narrowly avoided being killed, but was left permanently blind after a Department of Homeland Security agent fired a non-lethal round at close range during a Santa Ana protest last week. According to family of the victim, Jerry Reese said her 21-year-old nephew underwent 6 hours of surgery and that doctors found shards of plastic, glass, and metal embedded in his eyes and around his face, including a metal piece lodged 7 millimeters from a carotid artery. That could have cost him his life, but now for the next 6 weeks, he can't sneeze or cough because it could do a lot of damage. She said doctors did not want to remove the shrapnel near the artery out of fear that it could kill him. She said her nephew, who is transitioning and he goes by the pronoun he, also suffered a fractured skull around his eyes and nose, and that doctors said he had permanently lost the vision in his left eye. Reese said her nephew told her that the agents pressed his face against the pool of blood and did not immediately call paramedics. The other officers were mocking him, saying, "You're going to lose your eye," she said. So these motherfuckers are so sick, are so deranged, so completely out of their freaking minds, so rage-filled and hateful that they blinded this young man permanently and then mocked him as he was suffering and didn't call the paramedics right away. Dragged him, as you saw, by his collar, choking him. Why? Why is another country? Why is the United Nations? Why is the, I don't know, International Criminal Court, someone stepping in? They see the position we're in. They see that Donald Trump controls all levers of power, that no one in a position of authority that has the ability, meaning the other Republicans in this country, to do something about this, no one is stepping in to stop it. What exactly do we do? Do we pull an Iran, in Iran, what's going on over there, where they've now killed thousands of protesters? This is just completely and totally out of the bounds of anything rational, reasonable, and logical in the United States of America. This is what we see in other banana republic, authoritarian, fascist regimes. We are living it. And before I get into any more of these videos that I have to share with you today, we had this other terrifying news that came out, that this was reported by 404 Media. They reported that Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents are now using surveillance systems that can track anyone's phone. The most scary part of this is that they don't need a warrant. This is just unbelievable. So here is their report. Without a warrant, these sociopathic, sadistic freaks can track all of us. So keep that in mind as you're watching these other videos I'm going to share with you, and you see how out of control and how violent these so-called men are. So this next one is the video that I referenced at the beginning. This is a man literally being run down and hit by ICE Gestapo agents by their car.
Video going viral tonight. It's now being investigated by Rialto police. It shows a man being chased and hit by a pickup truck and then taken into custody by several unidentified members of law enforcement. Rialto police say they've determined this happened just before noon today along West Foothill Boulevard. Police say they were not notified of any immigration enforcement activity. Now they're trying to locate the driver of that pickup truck.
So I don't know if anything's happened to that driver, but as you saw, I mean, there's no way he didn't know that he was going to hit them. So by MAGA's logic, if that guy who was running turned around and shot that ICE agent, he would be justified then, right? Because when you get hit by a car, you can then shoot the person. I mean, that's the law now down in Florida, right? Or something to that extent. Or no, actually, their laws are you're okay to run over protesters. So I guess protesters then would be, under their stand your ground laws, they would be justified to turn around and shoot the driver. That's the simple reading of the law to me. I don't know. I mean, this is insane. And then take a look at this. So this guy was just protesting. This is a peaceful protester just walking along the sidewalk. ICE agents come up, roll down the window, and shoot him in the face with pepper spray. These are American citizens just exercising their First Amendment rights to peaceful protesting. And they're being violently attacked by federal officers. What do we need to do? What do we need to do? Here's another one. So this woman taking her kid to school, ICE agents pull her over, and she ends up getting body slammed. And her kid is recording this and screaming and crying while this is happening. This woman posed no threat, did not get violent. You're going to see all of it. You're going to see she didn't do anything wrong. And this man, multiple men, attack her, slam her to the ground.
Mama! Ma! 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 No! No! Ma! Ma!
Again, the rage within me, we wouldn't need electricity. I could power the whole country. Next up, you're going to see a man who was brutally assaulted. Another U.S. citizen, by the way, brutally assaulted by ICE agents while they have him pinned on the ground. You're going to see one ICE agent knee him purposely, knee him in the face multiple times. And then another agent tries to stop him, you're going to see, once he realizes, oh shit, we're being filmed. Check this out. You're going to see his injuries first after the assault, which, he was taken into custody and then released because, as he kept telling them, he's a U.S. citizen.
Jesus! Hey! Stop kneeing him in the face! That's his face! Stop it!
Back up or you'll be arrested for impeding. Back up.
I'm backing up. It's icy.
Be careful, be careful.
What's your name? Roberto, what?
I just don't even know what to do, guys. I'm sorry. I wish I had answers. I think until we do a general strike in this country, nothing's going to change. Because the only thing these motherfuckers understand is money. So there is a group that's trying to put this together. I think it's the 5150 group. I'm not 100% positive on that, but short of that or foreign intervention, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that we're going to make it through to the end of the year for the elections. I think something tragic, more tragic than what we're seeing here. I think something very horrific is going to pop off in this country. This is a powder keg. This is just a bomb waiting to go off, because you can't do this to people. You can't just brutalize your citizens, terrorize people the way they're doing this, and nothing's going to happen to you. I mean, we're seeing that, right? They're complaining, oh, we're under siege, oh, our agents are being attacked and being threatened. I mean, I think that's the least of their worries with the way they're treating people. I mean, to me, it's only a matter of time before somebody loses their shit, before somebody, pops off. I just have a feeling something really horrific is coming down the pike. So I hope I'm wrong. But something's got to change. Something has to give here. So I will have more for you. This video went a little bit long, but I do have more videos to share with you, so I will be sharing those later in the week. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like this video, share it, please, with everyone you know so they understand the reality of what is going on, how bad this actually is, that most of these people are American citizens whose lives are being destroyed, who are being violently abused and just treated horrifically for pretty much no reason. Lives ruined, people murdered, faces bashed in, vision lost forever at the hands of people who can't even read or write, apparently, from the reporting that we're getting. And yet they're saying, oh, these immigrants, oh, they're stupid. They need to, integrate and they need to learn how to speak the language. Well, why don't you learn how to fucking read and write first before you go judging immigrants? You sociopathic fucks. Anyway, I'm going to try to calm myself down. All right. Again, thank you all. Again, please share. Like this video so it gets more eyeballs. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.